I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bulls will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got his man quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
Got it set up on the outside. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the tailback. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Sullivan. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Brown will throw it right down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. starting at their own 13. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to run it.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
They get to him as he throws. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Takes the handoff. It's locked. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Notre Dame lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Second down, he'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to pass, it's Carr. He makes the catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Let's go. Back to throw, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Lost to throw again. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking for room, it's Norton. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Got it behind the line. It's Sullivan. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking back.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. 1st down here for the offense. Brown wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick fire on the slant. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pin.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's put in danger, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside. Sideline, that's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Off play action. Here comes the heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. He's got his man across the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
And this offense really struggled in the 1st half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Bulls moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The give on the option. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quick release on the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Brown wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown Bulls! They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Takes the handoff. It's Love. Inside the 15. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to...
Wide open spaces. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback, reading the defense.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Paulin. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Stands in and takes the hit. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Fields. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle with Sullivan.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking downfield on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, USF.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air, it's Carr. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.